I'm planning an absolutely massive build in my hardcore world, but there's no way I'll be able to build it without first building some automatic farms. So today we're setting out to build some of the most useful farms in Minecraft. And we're gonna start with probably the most useful farm, and that's an iron farm. In the last episode, I built this village, and inside of it is a villager breeder, which is perfect since the first thing I'll need for this iron farm is some villagers. I'm actually gonna need quite a few villagers, but since I'm building this farm over at spawn, I'm just gonna bring 2 with me and then breed the rest over there. So let's grab some rails, a minecart with furnace, and some coal, as well as some obsidian to build a portal. And we also can't forget a flint and steel. And now I'm gonna build a long railway over to my portal, but I am gonna need some more rails. And it's a good thing we're building an iron farm because this is the last of my iron. All right, the rail line is complete, and now we can send off the villagers and then use this minecart with furnace to push them the rest of the way. Okay, awesome, they're both there. Now I think I just have to break their minecarts and they should go through. Okay, he went through. Now what about you? And there we go. All right, I hope they're not dying on the other end. Where are they? Okay. Oh, how can I lure these guys? I didn't think about this. Go into the minecart, please. Okay, we got 1. Oh my gosh, these guys. Go away. Okay, I finally have both of them in the minecarts. So now I can make another rail line, and then I'm gonna bring these guys over towards spawn. Okay, after quite a while, I finally had the villagers over at 0, 0. So I'm just gonna build a portal over here. Oh no, there's lava. Oh wait, no, don't kill the villagers. No. Oh my... That could not have gone any worse. Okay, I guess I'll just trap this guy right here for now. Oh, and I just tore down my rail line too, so I'm gonna have to rebuild it. Okay, well, this might take a while, so I'll be back once I have 2 villagers. Okay, surprisingly, that didn't take that long at all. But now let's build this portal. And I think the lava is right over here, right? Okay, let's try to just block it off. There we go. Now I'll grab my obsidian for this portal, and this should put us right at spawn. So I guess first I'll try it out with this guy. Wait, I have to link the portal first, so I'm gonna have to head through. Okay, and here we are. Let's see. Yeah, we're right at spawn. Perfect. So now I'm just gonna build a little enclosure around this so they don't escape. I'm learning from my mistakes, guys. And then we can head back through. And then if I break his minecart, he should go through. There we go. Let's do the same thing with this guy. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Wait. What just happened? He just died. Oh, he got trapped in the minecart and then suffocated in a block. This is going terribly today. I just keep killing these villagers. What's wrong with me? Okay, so I'm gonna have to head back home and get another villager. I really hope he's the last one. Okay, here we go. Let's try again. Let's see. Okay, he's alive for now. No, don't escape. Wait. Oh God, I hate this. There we go. Okay, so I successfully have 1 in the overworld. Okay, and there we go. 2 villagers in the overworld. This took way too long. But now I'm just gonna build them a little box, which actually has to be fairly large since there's gonna be 24 villagers in here. Okay, now we can let these guys out of their minecarts, and then I can head back home. And you know what? I was just reading your comments and came across a pretty good suggestion, and that's to build an ender chest. This is gonna make things so much easier this episode since we're gonna have to transport a lot of materials. And the first of those materials is tons of food to breed the villagers. So let's harvest up all my carrots and all of my potatoes, and then I can store them in my ender chest. Oh, this is gonna be so nice. And now I just need one more thing. First, I'll have to head over to my spider farm. Oh my God, please don't die. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. That was not smart. All right, but as I was saying, I gotta head over to my spider farm, gather up tons of string. I can also put some in my ender chest. Look at this. And then I'm gonna use this string to craft up some beds. And that's everything we'll need to breed these villagers. So now we can head back to spawn, place down all these beds, and then I can grab all this food and give it to these villagers so they can breed. It's gonna take quite a long time for them to make 24 villagers. So as we're waiting for that, let's go get the materials to build the farm. And the first ingredient we're gonna need is tons of glass. So let's grab my emeralds, and then we can head over to my librarian villagers to buy some. Wait, he's not selling any. Okay, let's try someone else. Oh, they're all not leveled up. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll be back once I have all the glass. All right, there we go. 10 stacks of glass. So now let's take all of it and then turn it into white stained glass. And there we go. That's all the glass that I'll need. Up next is some smooth stone, some spruce fences, fence gates, and signs, and everything else. Now let's go check on my villagers and build this thing. I swear they better still be alive because I've had terrible luck with villagers so far today. Oh, I hear tons of villagers. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. That went a lot faster than I was expecting, but we're not ready to move them in just yet since there's still tons of babies. So let's get to work on building this thing. And the first thing we're going to build is the iron golem killing chambers. And those are going to be built out of glass. There's going to be 4 of them in total, and they're each going to look like this. And then I'll have to put some lava right up here. And then once we have some more iron, there's going to be hoppers that go down here. But that's the first one done, so let's build the other 3 now. Okay, that's all 4 killing chambers done. So now it's time to work on the 8 spawning platforms. And those are going to go up here above the killing chambers. So I'm going to have to grab some blocks to pillar up. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, this is going to be 8 iron farms in total. So it's going to go 8 times as fast as a normal iron farm, which is great because for this massive project that I'm planning, I'm going to need a ton of iron. But now that I'm up here, I can start building the first platform, and it's going to look something like this with some water to push the iron golems off. And now I'll just have to repeat this 7 more times. Okay, and there we have it. All 8 iron golem spawning platforms. Now there's only 2 things left to do before we can move in these villagers. And that's to build all 8 villager pods, as well as the 2 central pillager pods. Now this iron farm is kind of different from a normal iron farm since it uses pillagers instead of zombies to scare the villagers. Pillagers work better than zombies since they can scare them from a further distance away. So instead of having to use 8 zombies, 1 for each pod, we only have to use 2 pillagers in the center. But then that also means we have to get some pillagers. But I'll worry about that later. Let's just build the villager pods and the pillager pods first. And I'll be back once I have that done. Okay, all the villager pods are done. They're just missing the beds. And then the 2 pillager pods are also done. I only have to move in the villagers and then the 2 pillagers. It looks like there's still some babies over here, so let's do the pillagers first. I have a feeling this might be kind of difficult. Now over in this direction, there's a pillager outpost. So that's where I'm headed. Oh wait, actually, I need some name tags first. So first we're gonna have to head back home, buy some name tags from my villagers, name them after 2 random subscribers, and then head over to the pillager outpost to get those 2 pillagers. Now, not only am I gonna have to get 2 pillagers, but I'm also gonna have to tame them. And if you don't know how to tame a pillager, I'll show you how. Looks like we have 1 friend over here. Oh, I can't use a lead on him? Oh gosh, that kind of throws a wrench in things. Let's just try to lead 2 pillagers away with me. And then once we have them far enough away, I'm gonna build a little house like this. And then we can go like this, placing some slabs on top right here. So now they're basically trying to shoot me, but they can't because there's 2 slabs right here. And I'm just gonna have to wait for long enough until their crossbows break. And that's how you tame a pillager. Oh, look at that. It's done. Whoa, we have some guys wanting to attack me down here. Let's just go out here and take care of these guys real quick. Okay, and there we have it. 2 tamed pillagers. Why is he looking like a zombie though? Let's see, will they attack me in here? Okay, they won't. Nice. First I'm gonna name tag them so they don't despawn. All right, and now I just have to bring them all the way over to the iron farm. And I think these rivers connect, so it shouldn't be too difficult. All right, I have my 2 pillagers right here, and I'm super close to the iron farm. But I'm gonna have to build a tunnel that goes over there, since right here is where the river ends. Okay, there we go. The tunnel is complete. So let's head back over to my pillagers and then bring them over towards spawn. All right, and here we are. So now I just have to get them up into their 2 pods. And to do that, I'm going to use some rails and some minecarts. So let's make a staircase going all the way up and then place some rails on it. And now let's try to get these guys moved in. How am I going to do this? Let's see. I might just let him out like this. Try to get him into a minecart. Oh my gosh, that was so easy. And then I'll just push him all the way up. Oh, and there he goes. Look at that. All right, we have 1 down, 1 more to go. Okay, and now the second one is all done. So now the only thing left to do is to move in all 24 villagers. This is going to be quite the process, but I'll be back once I have it all done. Okay, after quite a bit of time, all 24 villagers are all moved in. So now it's time for the moment of truth. Let's turn this farm on. Okay, so far nothing. Oh, there we go. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, it's all working on the top part. So now let's go down here and we'll turn on the bottom part. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, all 8 iron farms are all working now. So now I'm just gonna wait around for a little bit and save up some iron to make some hoppers. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is working so fast. Look at this. I'll have tons of iron in no time. Okay, and here it is all complete. And it's working so fast. Look at this. There's constantly iron golems burning. So let's see how much iron we already have. Oh my, wow. That is insane. Already 6 stacks of iron and it's only been about 10 minutes. But there we have it. That's the first farm all complete. So now up next is time for another super useful farm. And that's a wither skeleton farm. Not only will I be able to get tons of wither skeleton skulls, but I'll also be able to get tons of bones and coal. And for this massive project that I'm planning, I'm gonna need Whoa. Oh my, look at, what in the... Okay, as I was saying, for this massive project that I'm planning, I'm gonna need tons of wood. And we already have a tree farm, but to power it, I need tons of bone meal. And that's what I'm gonna use the bones from the wither skeleton farm for. So first, I'm gonna drop off all my extra items. And now the first step to building this farm is gonna be to find a fortress in a soul sand valley. So let's head to the nether and try to find one. I think I'll just go off in this direction until I eventually find one. Okay, wow. I think I finally found a good fortress. I came across like 3 before this that were only partially in a soul sand valley. But this one seems to be fully inside of one. But let's just quickly make sure. Okay, yeah, this seems to be fully inside of a soul sand valley. This is going to be perfect. But now that I've found this fortress, let's write down the coordinates and then we can head back home to gather up all the materials. And that's going to be stuff like nether bricks, some glass, stone, some chests, hoppers, obsidian, some cobwebs, some turtle eggs, and everything else. And on top of that, before I left the soul sand valley, I gathered up a ton of soul soil and soul sand. And this is what I'm going to use to make a fast highway to get to the farm, since it's over 2,000 blocks away. And we're going to build this highway on the nether roof. So let's grab up all the soul soil and soul sand. Oh, and I also have all the materials that I'll need to break some bedrock. Oh wait, I forgot something kind of important, and that's a bunch of ladders. Okay, we're good to go now. And then we'll head to the nether and then make my way up to bedrock. All right, now we just have to find a good piece of bedrock. Okay, here we go. A piece of bedrock at Y126. That's perfect. Now, before we go up there, let's write down the coordinates. Oh, wait, I need ender pearls to get up there. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's quickly head back home. I'll grab my ender pearls. I should be able just to go like this. Okay, here we are. Now let's find that same block that I marked down earlier. Minus nice, minus 111. That's this one right here. And then I can take out my bedrock breaking materials and then set up the contraption. Now I'm going to change my right click to G, and then I should be able just to go like this. And it didn't work. Okay, let's try again. Okay, it didn't work again. And it worked. Okay, nice. Perfect. Oh, wait, that was not a good piece of bedrock to break. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh, because there's still one more piece down here. Let me just quickly build a portal to get out of here. And then I'm going to go back through. And now I'm going to try to find a better piece of bedrock. It needs to be at Y127. So let's just dig around for a bit until I find one. Okay, here we go. This one should be 127, right? Let's write down these coordinates now. And then we can head back on the roof. And now let's find this block real quick. It's right here. And now we'll try to break this piece of bedrock. I don't have that much TNT left, so I better get this done first try. Okay, it worked. Nice. So now I'm just going to grab my soul sand, and then we'll go off in this direction for about 2,000 blocks. Okay, I'm finally here, and this actually went super fast, but now we're just gonna have to break one more piece of bedrock to get down below the roof. So let's grab out my bedrock breaking materials, and let's try something over here, I guess. I don't really know what's below this, so I'm kind of just gonna have to guess. And since I only have 6 TNT, I only have 3 tries, basically. So I have to hope that I get lucky. Okay, here goes nothing. Okay, it worked. Let's see. And this was not a good piece. Okay, I have 2 more tries to get this right. Let's try this block next. Okay, it worked. And look at that. Okay, let's see. Is it actually linked up? Okay, it is. Perfect. But I didn't bring my ladders with me, so I'm going to have to quickly head back home. I guess this is the perfect time to test out this highway. I'm going to start a timer, and let's see how long it takes. Okay, and here we are. That took 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Honestly, not too bad. But let's head back down here now and grab my ladders, as well as all the materials that I'll need to build this farm. So let's head down my highway one more time. Now we can climb down below the roof. Oh gosh, I'm like right above lava. How can I get down here safely? I'm probably just going to jump. Okay. Oh. And then I'll land fairly close to this over here. Now, luckily with protection 4, I shouldn't die. Okay, we're already above the surface. I can now place down this block, and we're safe. And where did I come out of? Okay, it was right here. So now I can just pillar all the way back up. Okay, there we go. Everything is all nicely linked up. So now we can finally start building this thing. But first, I have to find the highest Y level of this fortress. And I think it's going to be right over there. All right, I've made it up here, and it looks like this is Y83. Okay, so I'm going to have to build the farm at Y82. Okay, let's head up here now, and then we can start building the farm right here. Oh my gosh, the farm is like already working. Look at this. There's tons of skeletons up here already. Oh, this is bad. Okay, I can already tell this farm's gonna work really good. Oh, there's so many blazes. I should have brought some fire resistance with me. Oh, wait. I completely forgot something. Something kind of important. But let's get this platform done first, and then I'll go back home to get it. Okay, there we go. The platform is all complete. So now that I have this done, I'm gonna have to grab my walls and then place them in an alternating pattern like this. And then I'm gonna have to repeat this across the entire platform. So I'll be back once it's done. Okay, here we go. The platform is basically complete. But the thing that I forgot, and is arguably one of the most important things for this farm, is the iron golem that's going to go in the center. And it's also perfect timing to go home too, because I'm down to just 19 pieces of food. So let's rebuild my ladder, and then we can head back home to get this iron golem, some food, and then also some potions of fire resistance. All right, now for the iron golem, I'm going to need some pumpkins, which I'll have to carve. And then I can also grab some water bottles, craft up a brewing stand, and craft up some potions of fire resistance. Oh wait, and then I'm also going to need some iron blocks for the iron golems too. I'm going to bring enough for 3 just in case a few of them die, since I really don't want to have to come back here. And then last up, I'm going to need a lead. Okay, and there we go. That should be everything that we need. All right, I've made it back, and let's drink some fire resistance right away. The next step is to place 4 turtle legs on each corner, and this is what's going to prevent zombie pigmen from clogging up the farm. All right, and now it's time to work on the center area. This is where the iron golem's going to go. First, we got to get rid of you. Now, I'm going to build up a little bit of a protective shield like this, since I don't want this iron golem getting sniped by the blazes. Okay, and now it's time to summon an iron golem. We'll go like this. There we go. And now I have to bring him into a pretty specific spot in the middle of the farm. So let's put him on a lead like this, and then I'm gonna have to drag him in the very corner. Let's turn on his hitboxes, and then we have to place 3 iron bars around him like this. Okay, there we go. He's perfectly positioned now. That was way easier than I expected. All right, and now we just have to place repeaters around him, and this makes it so only the wither skeletons can see him, since there's gonna be some other mobs spawning on here, but we only want wither skeletons to end up inside the farm. And now that I have that, I can just add some slabs on top of all of this, and there we go. All right, now we just have to build up this portal, and that's basically this portion of the farm complete. So now I just have to stand in the center right here, write down the coordinates, and then light the portal. And now I have to pillar up about 120 blocks above this portal, since there's one more section that we have to build up here. Okay, here we are. Let's start building out this section now. It's pretty complex, and it's probably going to take me quite a while, so I'll be back once it's done. Okay, here we are. This section is all done. And I also added quite a few auto sorters over here. But now the last thing left to do is to write down my coordinates inside this portal, and then we can light it and head through. Please don't put me anywhere that's dangerous. Okay. Oh, we got an advancement. Subspace bubble. Okay, and now I just have to find my coordinates multiplied by 8 and then pillar up to the exact same Y level. And this is the last section of the farm we have to build. Once it's complete, it'll be all done. Okay, and here we are. So now right here, we're gonna have to build a portal, and then one block below, I'm gonna have to build a path like this. I really hope I don't fall. Okay, and now if I built everything correctly, I should be able to light this portal and then this portal, and this should put me back at the farm. Okay, nice. I was scared it was gonna put me down there, but now everything should be working. If I stand down here and wait a little bit, then we should see some skeletons start to spawn. I really hope this works. Oh, I think it's working. Yeah, look, there's one up there. I can't believe this. Let's just make sure my auto sorters are properly set up. I'm gonna have 2 for bones, 2 for coal, and then 1 for skulls. And that's gonna be on each side. Let's see, have I gotten any skulls yet? Oh, here it is. All right, once I put this in my inventory, we'll get the advancement. Spooky, scary skeleton. Oh wait, before I AFK, let me show you guys something. Over on each side, I have this little contraption, and this will eject all the swords. And that's gonna prevent my chest from overflowing. But now that I have the farm fully up and running, let's do a 10-minute AFK test. All right, it's been about 10 minutes. Let's see how much I've gotten. Okay, quite a bit of bones, quite a bit of coal. Let's see on this side. Okay, also really good. And what about the skulls? 14 on this side and 17 on this side. That's really good. Let's grab all these skulls and also as many bones as I can fit in my inventory. And now we can head back home. All right, now that I'm back home, it's time to start working on the next farm. And that's going to be a melon and pumpkin farm. Since right now I don't really have a good way to make emeralds for my villagers. So making a melon and pumpkin farm is going to be a great way to make tons of emeralds. So now we just have to get the blocks to build it. It's going to be lots and lots of stone, which I'll turn into smooth stone. And then I'm also going to harvest up all my crops, since that way I can sell them for emeralds to buy some glass. Oh, and look at my levels. That's quite nice. All right, now on top of all that smooth stone and glass, I'm also going to need tons of pistons. So let's head back to the iron farm real quick. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. Is it overflowing? Okay, it's not overflowing just yet, but look at this. 3 double chests of iron. That is way more than I was expecting. But let's grab all of it and we'll turn it into iron blocks. Okay, and look at this, 15 stacks of blocks of iron. That is actually so crazy. But let's throw some of it in my ender chest. And there we go, that's all I can bring with me. But that should be more than enough. So let's head back home now. Oh wait, now I can use this iron to make some emeralds. That is going to be so useful since I also need tons of emeralds to buy redstone. But let's see, if I head over to my toolsmiths, weaponsmiths, and armorers, none of them are upgraded just yet. So I'm going to have to head over to my fisherman, grab my extra string, and then sell this to make some emeralds. This has been kind of my best source of emeralds so far, but it takes so much string and it doesn't really work that good, so that's why I'm building this melon and pumpkin farm. All right, just over a stack of emeralds, and now we can use this to upgrade these guys. And look at that, they buy iron now. Oh, this is gonna make me so rich. 1 iron for 1 emerald. That is amazing. But now let's head over to my clerics, and we'll use these emeralds to buy some redstone. Since to craft up pistons, I'm also gonna need tons and tons of redstone. Okay, 3 stacks. Hopefully that's enough. But if it isn't, then I can always just come back and buy more. But now that I have all these ingredients, let's spend a bit of time gathering everything else up. This is gonna take a super long time, but I'll be back once it's done. This farm ended up needing more materials than the previous 2 farms combined, which completely took me by surprise. I had to go back to my wither skeleton farm to get coal to sell to my villagers, as well as more bones to power my tree farm. I then had to go to the nether to mine up 7 stacks of quartz and 7 stacks of gold. And then once I had all of that, I had to buy over 30 stacks of redstone and glass for my villagers. And on top of that, I completely used up all of my stone and cobblestone. So I also had to make a cobblestone generator. But after so much work, I finally have everything that I need. And you can tell it took a super long time because look at my XP. I have 134 levels. That's insane. And now since I already have my tree farm over here, I'm going to build this farm right next to it. Since in future episodes, I'm planning on turning this into kind of an industrial area. But first I'm going to have to chop down all these trees and then start clearing out an area for this farm. Okay, here's how it's looking so far. This is going to be quite a massive farm, but first we have to place down a ton of smooth stone on the ground like this, with some redstone blocks in the center, and then on top of that we're going to place some powered rails and some rails. Okay, and here's how it's looking so far. Now over here in this section, we're going to make a hopper minecart unloader, and that should be all we need. Let's see, if I put some items into this hopper, then it should turn off. Nice. And then once those items flow out of the hopper, then it turns back on. Okay, cool. So that's the collection system for all the melons and pumpkins done. So now next up, we're just going to have to place a ton of dirt on top of these rails, and then so we can turn this into farmland, there's going to be some stairs like this, which I'll put some water into. And now that I have that done, I'm going to hoe every other piece of dirt. Okay, that's all done. So now it's time to plant up the melons and pumpkins. And I'm going to plant every other row with melons and then every other row with pumpkins, since that way we'll have the same amount of melons and pumpkins on each floor. And then to top it all off, 1 block of glowstone in the center. Now it's time for the hard part, and that's going to be to place observers above each stem and then pistons above each dirt block. And then on top of all of that is going to be some note blocks. So let's get to work. I'll be back once it's done. Okay, and here we have it. That's one layer of the farm basically complete. The only thing left to do is to add glass on top of all of this, and then also some glass on the sides. Okay, and there we have it. That's one layer of the farm all done. So now I'm just gonna repeat this same thing 4 more times. This farm is gonna be huge. Okay, and here it is, almost fully complete. There's just one more thing left to do, and that's to place the hopper minecarts on all 5 rail tracks. And I actually forgot to bring those with me, so first we have to head back home. We're gonna grab some iron, 5 chests to craft up 5 hoppers, and then 5 minecarts, so I can make 5 hopper minecarts. Okay, perfect. All right, we're gonna place one down here. Oh, and look at this, it's already working. And then we're gonna place one right here, another one over here, one more right here, and the last one right here. And there we go, the farm is fully done. So let's tear down this dirt bridge real quick, and then I'll go see if the bottom farm is working, since I'm not sure if I built this correctly. Okay, look at that, it is working. All right, now I just have one more farm planned for today, and it's gonna go right next to this one, and that's gonna be a sugarcane farm. Now I've already gone ahead and gathered up all the materials that I'm gonna need for this farm. This one also took so long to gather up all the stuff for. These observers and these pistons just take so much redstone. This farm is gonna be pretty similar to the melon and pumpkin farm, so I'll just be back once it's all done. Okay, and check this out. Wait. Look at this. What's going on over there? That is so weird. He spawned like in the farm. Okay, well, I guess I'll just let him have fun up there. But the last thing we have to do is place all 10 hopper minecarts. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now let's see if it works. The items should be filtering down here. Okay, and they are. But that's gonna be all for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.